Let us now talk about saturated and unsaturated compounds in detail. First of all, we will look at saturated compounds. The compounds of carbon which are linked by only a single bond between the carbon atoms are known as saturated compounds, which means these atoms will be sharing only one electron. In our previous session, we have already seen the structure of methane. The formula of methane is CH4, and this is the structure of methane. We can clearly see that between carbon and hydrogen there is a single bond. So, for saturated compound, this is the first compound and its name is methane, formula CH4, and this is the structure. The next we have ethane, formula is C2H6, and this is the structure of ethane. 2C in between, around it H's will be placed. You will be thinking how to write this structure. So there are easy steps to write this structure. Here you can see step 1. We all know that these are saturated compounds. What does that mean? Between carbon there will be single bond. Okay, which means one electron sharing. Single bond, how do we represent? By one line in between. Now we are talking about ethane. Formula of ethane is what? C2H6. How many carbons are there? 2. So C in the first step we have written C-C, that means 2 carbon. Now look at step 2. How to place hydrogen? Hydrogen will be placed around the C by single bond. Very much easy. Now here you need to remember that the first carbon and the last carbon of the compound that will have 3 hydrogen attached with it as shown in the figure. Okay, remember, first carbon and the last carbon of the compound will have 3H attached to it. One upper side, then downside, and then besides. Okay, this way. So easy steps. First of all, we will write C's and around it will represent H. So for ethane, that is C2H6, first of all 2C and around it we will place H. How many H are there? 6. So with these 2 carbon we need to place H. Remember, I have told you that first and last carbon will have 3 H with it. Okay. On these sides, left hand side and right hand side, we have to keep H. So this is the structure of ethane. This is the second compound for saturated compounds. Then number 3 we have propane. Formula of propane is C3H8. Now again, how to write? Very easy, students. Step 1, first of all we'll write C. In the formula, how many C's are there? 3. So first of all we'll write C with single bond. And then how many H are there? 8. Now recall, I have said you that first and last C will have H on sides also. Left hand side and here on the other hand right hand side. So this way we will put H. You see the C which is in between, it has only 2H. But the C's which are on sides, they have 3H. So this is the structure of propane. In all, there should be 8 H's. Okay, that way we need to place. Then the fourth is butane, C4H8. Now again, how many C's are there? 4. So we will write all 4 C's by single bond in between, how it is written that way. And HR10. Now as shown in the figure, you can see the first C and the last C has 3 H's. Okay, and in between 2. So this way After writing, you will count that total there should be 10 H's. So this is butane C4H10. The next we have is pentane. Pentane means C5H12. So first of all 5C we will write with a single bond. Then all 12 H's we have to place. Then the next we have hexane. C6H12. So all C's will give by single bond. 6 C's are there. And then 14 H's. Remember that first and last C will have 3 H's. This is so easy to put. Now look at this table, table 4.2. Here we have all saturated compounds which are with single bond. Okay, which we have already discussed. Now I will tell you how to remember. This is very important for you to remember for exam purpose also. First is methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane. Now you see in methane there is one carbon. So one carbon, that is methane. If we have 2 carbon, then it is ethane. 3 carbon, then it is propane. 4, that means butane. 5 carbon means pentane. And 6 carbon means hexane. This way you will remember the names. Now, how to remember the formulas? First formula, methane, that is CH4. Ethane, C2H6. Propane, C3H8. Butane, C4H10. Pentane, C5H12. Hexane, C6H14. How will you remember, students? Look, first is methane, CH4. How many carbons are there in methane? 1. In second, 2. In third, 3. Then 4, 5, 6. You will remember that every time there is addition of 1 carbon. It is so easy, okay? First we have 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the other hand, look for hydrogen. In the first one we have 4 hydrogen in methane. Then we have 6 hydrogen in ethane. Then we have 8 hydrogen in propane. What does this mean? Every time there is addition of 2 hydrogen. So if you will remember only one formula of methane, CH4, you will be able to remember all other formulas. Carbon is adding by 1 and hydrogen is added by 2. So you will remember methane, that is CH4, plus CH2. What does this mean? Every time there is addition of 1 carbon and addition of 2 hydrogens. Okay, students, remember this. Every time there is addition of 1 carbon and 2 hydrogens. So you will remember CH4 plus CH2. This way you will remember all the formulas. And if you will remember the formulas easily, you will be able to draw the structure. In the exam, you will be asked name, formula and structure, everything. So, structure you can draw easily if you remember the formulas. This you need to learn, understand and you need to remember.